Hey y'all, this is LTS Crypto. Tonight is our Sunday night shootout where I will be going and comparing basically one and maybe two chains or layer one, layer twos that I know nothing about, and I compare them between, something that I might know and something I might not. So you think, well, what's going on? Well, I realized Arbitrum has been coming across my radar. There's been several people that have talked about Arbitrum and the airdrops that are supposed to occur and how it's supposed to be the newest layer 2 over Ethereum that is supposed to revolutionize all of this and make it very ultra efficient and gas fees extremely cheap. And it's going to have this ecosystem that's just going to revolutionize what is supposed to be great with Ethereum, all right? And get rid of the things that are not, like the high gas prices and the slower processing transaction speeds and things like that. So Arbitrum is number one. I'm going to compare it to Fantom, and I'm doing this because I kind of know a little bit more about Fantom. And the beautiful thing about it being New Year's Day, which Happy New Year's, my friends. The thing about being New Year's is that there are several people, influencers, who have done a wrap-up at the end of the year and looking at certain things. And Arbitrum has done their little year-end thing, and it basically gives a recap of what they've done this year, which is what I'm looking for. I went to look in Fantom, and they didn't necessarily do that, but then there was an influencer that took what had happened throughout the year and put it in the form of a thread. And we're going to go and look. And of course, the challenge is that one of these I don't know much about. Okay, and so it's forcing me to have to investigate. It's forcing me to have to go in there and look and see what is so great about this. And yesterday I had actually made a comment on Twitter, and it may have been received wrong. Basically, I had said something about Avalanche. I had said, what has Avalanche done? Well, what I should have done, instead of just going with my bias and thinking that, of course, it's no greater than Fantom. Fantom is the greatest and best, and I'm a Fantom maxi, right? Well, instead of going and looking up what Avalanche has done, I just basically downplayed it and publicly, and the person that posted it didn't say anything, bad back to me, but I should have did the research, okay, instead of being crass on Twitter. And I think so often we get on Twitter and think, well, you got to be crass. You have to be, kind of like a little bit petty. But one of my goals, I had to remind myself, one of my goals in this crypto space is to make crypto Twitter and crypto YouTube a respectable place to be. A respectable place to be that you challenge ideals. You don't allow bad information to get out, but then you also make it a place of respect, and you show respect. And I didn't. Okay. So anyway, y'all forgive me about that. But let's look at Arbitrum, and I'll probably do a deep dive into Avalanche just because I was being lazy. Okay, so Arbitrum is they have this. If you go to arbitrum.io, they have this really good development site, where it says, introduction, and it says for new devs, and hello, what's Arbitrum? Hi, Arbitrum is a technology suite designed to scale Ethereum. You can use Arbitrum chains to do all things you do on Ethereum. Use Web3 apps, deploy smart contracts, etc. But your transactions will be cheaper and faster. Our flagship product, Arbitrum Rollup, is an optimistic rollup protocol that inherits Ethereum level security. And remember that there's the trifecta is what we're in that. I want to say that was our Ethereum guy that brought that up, that you have, the scalability, and you've got security, and then you've got speed, right? And it says you can't have all three. Well, my question is there a fourth category that we're going to need to have? Maybe like transparency, which I know that these are transparent. A lot of these are transparent. But is it really that you can't have all three? Maybe we're limiting ourselves in our thinking on that. Okay, so, but Arbitrum is supposed to be fixing that problem that Ethereum has: high gas prices and slow processing. Okay, now, so we're scaling Ethereum, all right, and then I'll take us through all of this right here, and then bridge. Why is that not loading, I wonder? There it is. Okay, so it's loading from my wallet that says I have $3.32 worth of ETH in it. I don't even know what wallet that is. Not even sure. Anyway, but there's your Arbitrum bridge, all right? And then you got your portal. The portal is actually pretty interesting because it shows you a bunch of the programs that are written on it, and a lot of them we know, like 1 inch and Aave. Where's some more? Anchor. But then there's some that are like Arbitrum specific, like this Arbidudes and Arbibots, which are NFTs. You got some DAOs. Badger, I think Badger's multi-chain. Balancer is multi-chain. Gaming, Battle for Goblin Town. I'm writing that down. Love games. Battle for Goblin Town. Maybe stupid, but I don't know. Maybe great. All right. Banksa, which is also Beefy's multi-platform. Binance, multi. Okay, so all these things are saying they're attached to the Arbitrum. And then also there was the big thing that got it on my radar is that there was going to be airdrops, and those airdrops are supposed to be massive, but the thing is I haven't received one as of yet. Okay, and I thought I did everything I was supposed to do. All right. Castle DAO, NFTs. I'm just kind of looking through here. City Clash. It says NFTs, but I wonder if those are games as well. Cream Finance, I was familiar with that too. That's lending. Curve, familiar with that. Crypto taxes. What? I'm writing that down too, because I need that as well. Crypto tax calculator. I wonder if it's just on the Arbitrum. All right, so, which brings me to the actual story about Arbitrum that I had actually saw. Is Arbitrum did a thread that said, hey, we've had a great year. So let's look at what a great year looks like on Arbitrum, and then we'll look at the great year that Fantom had, and we'll have a shootout. See which one had a better year. All right, see which one. And you say, well, it's not a competition. Well, tonight it is. Tonight it's a competition between Arbitrum and Fantom. All right. You say Arbitrum don't even have its own token yet. Okay. Patience. All right. So let's go back up here. All right, with L222 winding down, that's okay. We wanted to give everyone a recap of some of the biggest happenings within the Arbitrum ecosystem and community. Starting off with the enormous growth of activity and users, let's dive into this recap of 2022. All right, and this is from @Arbitrum. Okay, so this is the Arbitrum people. All right. In early August, we launched Arbitrum Nova, a chain dedicated to social and gaming applications. I did not know that. We were able to bring down costs even lower than on Arbitrum 1 while providing strong security guarantees. Fun fact, the orange heart represents Nova. All right. Did I just, pull that back here. All right. In late August, on the 1-year anniversary of Arbitrum 1, we shipped the Nitro upgrade to Arbitrum 1. This resulted in throughput capacity roughly 7 to 10 times that of Ethereum. That's not bad. Faster transmission speeds, lower costs, and lighter requirements for running a node. All right, so that's your Nitro migration. In October, I'm gonna keep doing this until I mess it up. Okay, in October, we announced our acquisition of Prismatic Labs, effectively increasing our dedication to the development of Ethereum on not only L2, but also L1. All right, and then the tweet is not available. All right, most recently, we expanded the validator set for Arbitrum 1. This is one of the many steps toward decentralization of the chain by allowing entities outside of our own to post assertions to the state of the chain and challenge fraudulent assertions. I am not familiar with this, and I didn't know this was an issue. But all right, so I may need to do. If you know anything about that, put the comments. Somebody out there's like, oh, I know exactly what that means. Okay, please inform me of what's going on. All right, now onto the biggest ecosystem launches and migrations by category. Now, some of these I am familiar with. Okay, biggest DeFi product by TVL and growth, GMX. All right, I have been seeing GMX, and I have not taken the opportunity to buy any GMX. All right, so GMX quickly became the biggest project on Arbitrum 1 to date, with more partner integrations and growth metrics than we can count. All right, and yes, GMX.io. The biggest NFT project by growth and TVL, Treasure DAO. Never heard of it. Has seen an insane amount of adoption this past year. And it's got this graph. It says building Playbridge World, Smallverse, progressively evolving NFTs. Okay, so this is so Playbridge World, bridging worlds together. It's a game of strategic commerce, trade, social coordination, powered by Treasure DAO. Okay, Smallverse. We're a fun and playful world of progressively evolving NFTs and Arbitrum driven by storytelling, community, and good vibes and ease. Okay, all right. And now Trove by Treasure, the destination for gaming on Treasure, marketplace, digital collectibles, and events for the Treasure DAO economy. Okay, so we've got some gaming on here. All right, making a note, using my paper and pencil over here. All right, biggest gaming project by growth. It says Beacon GG, F2P Action Roguelite RPG. I am not familiar with F2P. F2P Action Roguelite RPG in development. Enter dungeons, defeat evils, and expand the beacon's light. Huh. Okay. All right. The beacon. All right. All right. And it says, saw amazing success over the last month during the settlement launch, all in anticipation of the official release coming in 2023. So we got a game coming that hasn't come out yet. Okay. And it says, over the past 2 weeks, the Beacon GG surpassed 40,000 mints, 22,700 users, 20,000 daily active users. It's not bad. With their Discord and Twitter numbers doubling since the beginning of their launch. And let's not forget, this is just a prototype version of the game. Now, I want to show y'all something. This was interesting because going back, you get to build your own house. You can customize your own character. I mean, look at this. Socialize with locals. Settlement launch. Okay, so I wrote that down. Okay, so we've got this game, which I like these little games like this. So discord.gg/thebeacon. All right. But look at it. Just look at it. It reminds me of Final Fantasy. I love Final Fantasy. Okay. All right. Get limited edition NFTs. Okay, anyway. All right, so biggest Web 2 to Web 3 migration. It says alongside the launch of Arbitrum Nova, at Reddit migrated their community point system officially to Arbitrum Nova, effectively onboarding 250,000 users in a single day. That's big. Okay. Now, when did that happen? August 9th. Ooh, okay. All right. Biggest infra migration from L1 to L2. It says earlier this year at LivePeer. Not familiar with them. I know that symbol, but I'm not familiar with it. moved their protocol functionality from Ethereum to Arbitrum 1, offering their broadcasters, orchestrators, and delegators a faster and cheaper experience. All right. Honorable mention goes to Graph Protocol. Is that? Yes, GRT. The GRT token. Okay, a proposal recently passed in our forums that proposed a gradual move to the Graph's operation from Ethereum to Arbitrum 1, marking another project's interest in operating entirely on Arbitrum 1. See, I've been a fan of GRT forever. All right, biggest L1 DeFi project deployment on L2, Aave. Very familiar with Aave. Biggest L1 NFT project deployment on L2, OpenOcean, or OpenSea, excuse me, OpenSea. All right, very familiar with that. And it says we have to give one final shout out to all the projects that have just launched, and are included on Arbitrum 1 Nova. We can't express our gratitude enough to the amazing ecosystem you created with us here. All right, so tons of stuff, and that's about all we got. Impressive. All right. But the shootout is, how did they do with Fantom when you compare them to Fantom? All right, and we've got this actual. Let me see where it starts at. Yeah. Let me just go up here at the top. And yeah, Nick.ftm or Nick SR5. Nick FTM. All right. He has did his year in, look at that, below are 22 notable tweets, threads, and news events that capture the exciting happenings this year and up ahead for Fantom FTN. All right, so let's jump in. At the start of 2022, crypto Twitter was all out frenzy shouting about FTM from the rooftops. Reading tweets and tone of conversation in the last bull run, it almost feels like a different timeline than the one we find ourselves. And he's got Miles. Look at that. He got Miles. And Miles was praising FTM, right? He says, I don't think any of us fully comprehend what's happening right now. Fantom is on track to become the king of DeFi. Never have I seen such rapid development, onboarding of users, and DeFi growth since Ethereum. All right. What I'm seeing develop in the FTM or Fantom ecosystem is mind-blowing. Okay, so it was a good start. In January 2022, Fantom would pass 10 billion in total value locked. 10 billion. It's pretty impressive. Just 2 weeks later, Fantom would eclipse 12 billion, entering the top 3 chains in total value locked on DeFi Llama, surpassing Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, and Solana. Ooh, and that's in January. All right. So people were introduced to Fantom in record numbers. Had incredible growth. The market fell, FUD came in waves, but the core mission never wavered. I agree with that. I mean, of all that, they kept developing. All of them. In late March, Chief Research Officer Bernard Schultz was named. Professor Schultz's breadth of experience and understanding of Fantom bottleneck solidified his status on Fantom Chad. As a Fantom Chad. Okay. All right. Snap Sync went live. It not only improved network reliability, also improved validator experience. New node Sync Plus joined the network faster. Minimum require info allows lightweight stateless syncing. Time to finality remains under 1 second. Okay, Snap Sync. April rain showers bring Mayflowers. Fantom was never shy about its strengths and the technology that makes the network shine. All right, and let's see. And it goes through, and I'm not going to go into all them details. Late May, network upgrade rolled out. Gas prices plummet. Users report one. I think it's GUI at times. Transactions smooth as silk. F Wallet, which is Fantom Wallet. V2 was introduced. Modern UI, simplified on-chain governance voting, in-wallet swap and bridge, redesigned staking interface. And I don't think I have that wallet, so I'm making a note. All right. At the same time, governance votes passed for the proposed ecosystem support vault. Half burn fees redirect. Okay. Fantom was invited to be a feature at the biggest crypto conference around. We go rep. Many friends join. Okay. I guess that's consensus by CoinDext. The diehard community continues unabated. Many right killer threads. Forever part of the FTM family. That's what he's doing. The Fantom ecologist covers the V2 updates for many of the top tier protocols, including Beethoven X, Liquid Driver, Paint Swap, Spirit Swap, etc. He didn't put Geist in there, but it's in there, right? Fantom intern arrives with mid-year deep dive into the health of ecosystem. Verdict: year to year, Fantom showed resilience even during a harsh macroeconomic downturn. True. Second half of the year highlighted R&D efforts led by the technical development team. In a series, we learned how the FVM, which is the Fantom virtual machine, will evolve Fantom into a massively scalable layer 1, which is important because it's going to have its own layer 1, its own, instead of using the EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine, with rapid finality, low fees, strong security we are used to. All right. In August, Vertical Blocks went live, which I still haven't watched. I haven't seen that the podcast, whatever. Led by charismatic head of marketing host Juan Angel. Inspiring guests can join the podcast to tell all. Okay, and I admit I have not watched or haven't listened to that, but I will make a note. Vertical Blocks. All right, and a big win on the developer front. October saw a partnership with Dadob? Okay, and this is like a security thing. It says new security services become available for protocols building on Fantom. Okay, what it means for devs: continuous auditing. And it says no contract vulnerabilities and no DeFi exploits. Okay. That's pretty cool. 40 plus games are recognized during this build phase. All right, and I want y'all to look at this. There's some cool looking games. Cool looking games. Like even 8-bit games. This is so cool. Look at that in the battle tanks or tank wars. Okay. Andre playfully posts some memes, rejoins the Fantom fam with a renewed vigor, ready to show just how powerful Fantom has become. That's good too. That's big. 19. Fantom team attends industry conferences with founders and thought leaders around the world, increasing business development, visibility, and awareness. Okay. Late 2022 also kicked off a new funding incentive. Projects choosing Fantom can now tap into decentralized ecosystem support vault, gas fee subsidies through DApp activity, venture capital investors, DeFi hackathons, Gitcoin grants. That's pretty cool. Okay. And Andre shows the continued real growth of Fantom over the past year, looking at cumulative 21 data compared to 22. All right, and it's a steady growth, even though we're in a bear market. Still bear. Fantom's social media attention remains strong through a bear winter with effective engagement. That's true. Design and content team levels up heading into 2023. That's true. When discussed all at once, it's easier for us to see that 2022 has been an amazing year. And I do agree. For Fantom. Bonus. And he talks about here's 23 friends you must follow this year. They make FTM the place to call home. And then he gives this list. Okay, all right. And then he gives you some more. And Fantom is one of the longest standing layer 1 ecosystems around with major ongoing developments and focus on developer fulfillment. All right. So anyway, Fantom's had a good year. Now, the thing is, I'm going to go back and look at some of the Arbitrum stuff. But this guy, Nick SR5, is basically showed a bunch of what has happened this year. And of course, I'm already a Fantom fan, so I'm a little bit skewed to them anyway. But I will be going back and looking at some of these things from Arbitrum, especially the gaming. And I have been out of the loop concerning the gaming on Fantom, so I'll be doing a lot of research on that. So if y'all have anything that I missed, please put it down below. Any questions or comments, put them down below, and I will read them. I will tell you that I'm seeing a very consistent move of people subscribing, and I gotta say I really do appreciate that. Thank you for this last video that I put it out, and it's like everybody wanted to see about the Ethereum halving, and thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the likes, and if y'all want to see the next video, want to know when it comes up, hit that bell notification, hit the subscribe if this is something that you want to see more of. And I try, this is the thing, I try to, as you ask questions and you say, what about this, I try to do a little bit of research on it. It gives me material to work on. So, if it's something that is interesting to you, it's probably interesting to me too. So please share, and I'm tired now. Whew, that was a long video. All right, but anyway, I will see y'all next video. Y'all have a good New Year's Day. Start your year off right. Do something, do something good for somebody, and come back and see about some more research from me. And I will see y'all next video. I'm LTS Crypto. I will see y'all next time. Bye.